Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. So maybe this explains it. Maybe this is why Democrats love unions so much. It's all pay for play, baby. You scratch our back and we'll scratch yours. The Democrats, of course, scratch the unions' backs by backing up their demands politically and doing their bidding on a legislative level. And then, of course, in return, it seems some of these corrupt union leaders and union members, they get them back by doing the dirty work. Folks, we got a scandal brewing here. We're talking union-backed riots. A now identified Democrat union member pulling up with a truck full of riot gear, bringing in all the riot supplies for the left-wing mob. Again, there's a picture being painted here, and what that picture is saying is astroturfed, this supposed grassroots resistance that the Democrats are always bragging about, again seems to be more of a paid-for political army. It's all orchestrated, organized, controlled, and deployed, just like all that anti-Musk Tesla terrorism we saw. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on here. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so take a look at this photo right over here. We have an individual that was captured driving a pickup truck. He shows up at one of the riots and then starts unloading a bunch of riot gear, masks, shields, you name it. Well, obviously this was a little bit suspicious. It was raising some red flags. Who the hell is this guy? Well, we got him. And it turns out that he's not just some random guy off the street, no. The reports are currently indicating that he is affiliated with Local 399, a Southern California chapter of the Teamsters for a Democratic Union. In other words, that's a direct pipeline to the Democrat machine, folks. And don't get me started with this whole, the Teamsters are a bipartisan organization. First of all, this isn't the Brotherhood of the Teamsters. It's the Teamsters for a Democratic Union group in Southern California. It's a left-wing chapter with deep ties to the Democrat Party, and they just had one of their own show up to one of these protests with all kinds of gear. That is just weird. But it's also right on brand with all the rest of the astroturfed garbage that we've been talking about for years. The left loves to pretend as if all of these riots are organic. Oh, those people were just showing up at Republican town halls across the country, totally unified and organized across the whole country. What can I say? It's just a grassroots movement, folks. Oh, every single Tesla dealership across the country was under attack, and we had nothing to do with it. It was just a grassroots uproar that all happened organically at the exact same time, everywhere, all over the country. Oh, what's this? You're seeing people with pamphlets literally directing them what to say across the whole country? Oh, well, what can I say? It must just be ChatGPT. Magically across the country overnight, all kinds of people thousands of miles away just happened to stumble upon the same protest sign, chanting the same slogan. Oh, well, it must have just organically started on Reddit or something. No, of course not. There's always a money trail, and it always leads back to the Democrat Party in some way or another, either to their unions, I guess, or the NGOs. There's nothing organic about any of these massive riots. And exactly like I've been saying, it's time to get ready because the summer just started, and that means the Democrat Summer of Love is officially on its way.
The protests are spreading to cities across the country right now, from California to Dallas and Atlanta, Louisville, and New York. Many protesters say it's time to take a stand against the Trump administration's policies and what they feel are heavy-handed and heartless enforcement.
Look at that. The riots have officially spread to every big Democrat city in the nation. CNN reports that the protests are spreading to cities across the country. Ooh, it's a grassroots revolution. No, again, it's left-wing terrorism. It's the Tesla terrorism 2.0. NGOs, union hacks, paid activists, all working together to steer the pot to cause chaos, make it look like the entire country is burning down so the Democrats can then point the finger at Donald Trump and hopefully create enough outrage to walk directly back into the White House or maybe in control of Congress in 2026. Obviously, that's what's going on here. It's not grassroots, it's astroturf. And I think that's becoming increasingly apparent these days, and it's something that we probably ought to get to the bottom of. Thankfully, it seems Donald Trump is on the case.
They stomp on them, but they're too tough. They don't allow it. And attempting to infiltrate and occupy federal buildings wearing armor and face shields. The best money can buy, somebody's financing it. We're going to find out through Pam Bondi and Department of Justice who it is. They're already on it. Who's financing all this equipment? Very professional. Under the Trump administration, this anarchy will not stand. We will not allow federal agents to be attacked, and we will not allow an American city to be invaded and conquered by a foreign enemy, and that's what they are. A lot of those people were let in here by the Biden administration.
President Trump is now announcing investigations into whoever's financing these riots. Somebody's financing it, he says. And you know what? Seems like he might be onto something, considering the trucks showing up with all kinds of gear. It's time to hold these people accountable. And not just the violent left-wing rioters on the streets, which is something that's happening. Actually, Pam Bondi and the DOJ just identified one of them.
The cinder block case, Sean. Remember that case? We have breaking news right now. The case where the guy was breaking up the cinder blocks and he was throwing them at police cars. The federal officer had injured his hand. He was wearing a mask. The FBI has identified him. Bill Isaly, our incredible U.S. attorney out there working with ATF, DEA, and the FBI have been doing a remarkable job. That guy has just been identified, and they are doing a search warrant on his house as we speak. And he has been identified. See his face. He is going to be on, his name is Reyes. He is going to be on the most wanted list. You have broken the news. His face is out there right now. That's him. He has been identified by great police work by the FBI. So you can run. You can't hide. We are coming after you federally. If you assault a police officer, if you rob a store, if you loot, if you spit on a police officer, we're coming after you.
Just another peaceful Democrat protester throwing bricks and rocks at federal officers. An act of civil disobedience and protest. No, obviously, riotous action. But like I was saying, it's time to get every single one of these individuals, all of them, throw the book at him, hold him accountable, and then, of course, find out who's funding the payroll. Friends, this is what the Democrat Party has become. A bunch of violent thugs hiding behind this fake grassroots notion. Clearly violent actors that are being bankrolled by union cronies and radical NGOs. It's always the same thing each and every single time Democrats don't get what they want, and so they amass an army of Antifa trolls and then send them across the nation to wreak havoc. And then, of course, the Democrats play stupid, can't forget that part.
When there is a gathering, a large gathering of people, the anarchists see it as an opportunity and they move in. So always have to be careful whether you see a burned car or a broken window or whatever it is. It may be the exuberance of the moment, but it may be the anarchist setting in.
Oh, that's not us. No, it's those pesky anarchists. We had nothing to do with it. Yeah, sure, Nancy. I'm sure that's the case. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.